What's up, fight fans?
What's up, fight fans? All right, guys, get ready for the Wrestleverse Top 10. You ready? Get ready. All right. In an ever evolving landscape of sanctioned and unsanctioned wrestle leagues, wrestling promotions, underground fight clubs, and narrative correctors, the Wrestleverse continues to become an ever more connected with each passing second.
That's right, guys. Nearly all the doors are open, and fighters themselves have the freedom to express themselves with less management in front of more audiences.
Oh, yeah. So if a promoter has a watchable weekly fight card that can be easily found on a network or online, then we, the Wrestleverse, are watching.
You got it. So here we are. It's Billy here.
And I am Lady Jade. We are your guides from Take It to the Ring. And this is your Wrestleverse Top 10. Oh my, number 10.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. So what, Ray Jazz?
Yeah.
Well, let's not get into it too quick. Right.
Let's watch this first. You got to see this one first. Oh my, you recognize this face? That's Bull Dempsey. I haven't seen him since NXT when him and Rich Swann used to be in NXT together, and that was quite a bit ago. Check this out.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. And Rich Swann's like, check it out. The big man can do the drop splits.
Right? It reminds me of Jim Belushi from the Blues Brothers, right? It's always cool seeing big guys do stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. He's like, help me up, man. Help me up, man.
I'm surprised he didn't split his singlet in that.
Yeah, but he got Rich Swann all up on his shoulders. So these two didn't even win the match. Ray Jazz totally stole the victory from Rich Swann. But like him and Bull Dempsey, they took this time to have a little bit of fun. They haven't seen much of each other since their NXT days, and they lived it up.
Yeah, it's fun just kind of seeing him have fun in the ring and reunite. Do you know if he has any relation to Charlie Dempsey in NXT UK?
I don't know.
I know he's second generation wrestler. I'm not sure if there's family name or if Dempsey's popular. I don't know.
Wrestleverse, fill us in if you know if there's any relation for the Bull Dempsey.
Or Joseph or someone out there knows.
Someone always knows.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to number 9. Okay, so the Young Bucks are always just a little bit cheeky, always just a little bit full of themselves. And let's check out some of their bios that they've posted lately. Now, if anyone heard that story of The Undertaker giving all the young wrestlers crap, you might understand the relevance of this comment here. All right, Billy, go for it. What do we have?
Yeah, today's wrestlers aren't tough enough anymore. They aren't ridiculed, body shamed, threat of cancellation, life's work, publicly mocked daily, but nobody poops in our bag, though.
Nobody poops in our bags. I think the Young Bucks are the highest rated tag team in all of wrestling right now. And it's funny because for being cheeky, they're still really clean cut and don't cuss, don't chew, don't go with girls who do,
Yeah. And they catch a lot of flack for their style of wrestling too. It's I saw a little clip of this old school clip of guys jumping around on trampolines and they're like, oh, Young Bucks.
Yeah. So and then their next bio, they're like, yeah, okay. Post some mean-spirited comments below. Because they're like, no one poops in our bag anyway, so go for it.
Hey, that's a big pair to call out the trolls of the internet and Twitter.
I know. The trolls are kind of scary. Yes. I'm kind of surprised MJF hasn't roasted them yet.
He has. There's a couple good ones, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun. That's their way of communicating with the Wrestleverse. They update their bio and
Pretty neat. Yeah, I scrolled through it. There's a couple funny ones.
A couple funny.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Anything else on the Young Bucks?
Nah, I like them. I'm
No.
a big fan.
Yeah,
So
they're fun.
I'm a little bit
We
more
saw
on
them
Twitter.
live at a dark match, and I was like, oh, I'm only like
Yeah.
4 rows back. This is great.
Oh, it was so
Dang.
funny. Some of the other fans that were there on a weekly basis, they even said, "Oh, your first time, and you get to see them. You know how many shows we've had to go to and sit through."
You're like, yeah, and our chants made it into the video game.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's cool. We're gonna be on the
All
video game.
right. Yeah, that was fun. Let's move on to number 8. So, the Hitman
Never
is on a
missing.
roasting spree of his
Yeah.
own.
He never misses an opportunity to stick a jab at Goldberg.
I know. So he was like, I've always heard that Brock Lesnar was a good worker. I've never heard that he was stiff in ring. And he's like, I always heard just the opposite, that he looks stiff, but he's a real pro in the ring. Totally opposite of Goldberg.
Pow! But this beef's been going since 1999.
1999.
He's still sticking it to him.
Oh,
but meanwhile,
yeah.
You know, Goldberg, he's still in there wrestling. So.
Dude, I think he just fulfilled his last contractual match in Saudi Arabia. I think that was his last one.
Oh, wow.
But so yeah, back in 1999, Goldberg and Bret Hart had a match at Starrcade, and it ended Bret Hart's career because he did some horrible miskick and he got struck down with multiple concussions.
Yeah.
Hart with like that post-concussion syndrome, and he had to retire after that.
Bret Hart, he's also mentioned in the past too that he doesn't like disliking him, especially a good-hearted guy like Goldberg, but he really has resentment.
Well, he didn't, saying you're sorry is a big deal. Yeah. Well, we got some comments here like, I'm sure at this point, it's just petty. He also said something about Goldberg owing him it was like $11 or $16 million.
Like actually owing him? Or are you saying back pay because I wasn't able to work, so I lost out on all this money?
I kind of feel like it might be something more like that. Like you cut my career short and
lost wages is the legal term or something like that.
Lost wages. So yeah, Bret Hart is roasting. However,
he's bitter.
Yeah, dang. Are you ready? Let's move on to number 7. So I was catching up on my New Japan rivals, and then I was like, "Oh, what was this?"
No,
Fred, look
around the throat. Spinning back fist. Fisherman suplex. 1, 2, 3.
My gosh. Okay. I don't know what I like more there. That spinning chop, the fisherman suplex, or the bridge you fell into. That was a fantastic
they said it was
sequence.
A spinning back fist, but I'm like, oh no, that was not a fist. That's a chop.
Spinning back fist. Fisherman suplex. 1, 2, 3.
I was like, you almost decapitated the guy.
He caught him right on the chin. I'm surprised he just didn't go limp right there. That guy's got a jaw of steel. You heard it echo. His mouth was open.
It was like, ooh. Fred,
Wow.
And
I love a good fisherman suplex too. That was great. Wow, what a great
beautiful
clip. Yeah,
it was beautiful. That's why it was number 7.
Yeah, that's a solid 7. But
yeah, and number 6. Oh my, the Pirate Princess, as she was known over at NXT, Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
Her insane elbow is back in action.
Look at this. I remember seeing Randy Savage doing this. So this move's been around, and it's so nice seeing somebody give homage to it. Even CM Punk, I remember him doing it, but she gets so much air. That's a lot of thump for such a little girl.
It is. Oh, we got some comments from our last one. It isn't that stiff. I think we're talking about Fred Yehis right now.
Oh,
Y'all didn't see the
slap.
thigh slap. Ooh, we got a smart mark, as we call them. It was beautiful, though. It was so well executed and
Yeah.
sold. Ah,
It
I
was
loved
great.
it. It
Put
was
me in the
great. Okay.
poopy pants. It was a good move.
No. It just, they see things. It's kind of like when we see like a bad catch or like a bad, like, dude, you just jumped back to take that punch to the gut.
Or you see the card under the magician's sleeve,
Yeah. There's a little magic and it's bad when you catch it. But all right, Kairi.
That was cool.
Yes, she wrestled 2 highly quality matches. 2 days back to back, bam, bam. But yeah, she like banged out her freaking eardrum.
That's crazy. What Dustin Rhodes? I think he busted his eardrum on AEW the other day. Either that or he had a cut or something. There was a lot of blood coming out of the ear, and that's not a good sign. So
yeah. So yeah, Kairi, she's back at Stardom in Japan. She was teaming up with Mayu Iwatani. Sorry. She defeated the Cosmic Angels, and they're part of the World Climax event. She tore her freaking eardrum during like the post interview. You could tell she couldn't hear very well. I'm like, oh.
You imagine how much that hurts. Like even if you take a little pop or a slap, it's gotta vibrate and hurt. I've never had anything like that. I've never even had ear infections. Maybe when I was a baby, of course. But oh man, I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah, but I was excited to see. Kairi's now 33 years old. It was her first match in like 2 years. She was busy opening a gym, which is awesome. And the last time we saw her was back in July of 2020, WWE Raw. She lost to Bayley in front of absolutely nobody when they were doing like the Thunderdome, like empty arena thing. And then before that, she was the Pirate Princess with Asuka, which was like my favorite tag team, where they had a 171-day reign as the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
That's impressive. I had no idea she was 33 either. She looks so much younger.
I know. Oh, we're getting some action here. Not you, but Kairi has dangerous style. She actually stiff shots to make it seem real. I've seen Kairi break noses. Ouch. Yeah, but that's the great part about Japanese pro wrestling. They do that is called strong style for a reason.
Yeah, we saw that firsthand. I mean,
Loved
some
it.
of those chops and hits. I mean, yeah, you can say it's a thigh slap, but there's still contact. You can only hold back and pull a punch so much.
Look at this adorableness. I know. I have no idea what she's saying, but apparently she was like, we missed you, Kairi. I missed you so much. Yeah.
I'm sure the anime guys were going nuts over that.
All right. Himachu, he said, once an opponent refused a spot in a match, and Kairi broke her nose for refusing.
Dang.
Fierce.
That's a bad chick for looking so cute. Dang.
She's like, I'm adorable and I'll kick your ass.
Too funny. I believe it. Jeez, breaking noses.
Oh, wow. Man. And talking about badasses, here is our number 5. All right. So Jade Cargill, right?
Yeah, she's starting a baddie section at the matches. I love this.
You're already showing mine? Oh, yeah. I had to put mine out there. She called out on Twitter. She's like, send me your baddest pictures and where you're from so I can get you some tickets to be in my baddie section. I'm like, heck yes.
Right? She says she's tired of looking out of those fat slobs or something like that in the front row.
And like
it's not doing it for me.
Yeah, and so the Wrestleverse responded. They're like, oh yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. Showing off their baddest. Ooh, I like that one. That was so cool.
There are definitely some bad chicks out there. I tell you what, I saw one at the very end of like a video that she had. A dude put in a proposal. She's like, oh, so how about it, ladies? And one of them responded, like, I don't know, is he a good shot? He can take our pictures, I'm thinking it's like, that's not that bad. I'll take their pictures. I'll be in the baddie section taking pictures. That doesn't sound like a bad gig.
I'll support the baddies. So I know the Wrestleverse was kind of being a little cheeky about this too. They're like, so Jade Cargill has done what Brandy Rhodes and her Heels group hasn't been able to get done in like 2 years.
Yeah. But as she did it in great fashion, because I love that she also, after the post, she said, okay, people, let's blow up these posts. Help me make a
Yeah.
decision with positive things.
Yes.
So all these women were getting uplifting comments as well. So it's mutually beneficial. Not only is it going to be good for her and her fan base and bringing, I think, more women to wrestling, but it's also support them. It's a good thing. It's multiple
I feel like
benefits.
Tony Khan's trying to get some like pretty girls in the crowd. So all these poor guys are like, where are these girls who like pro wrestling? We never see them. They're like unicorns.
Well, you need it. I mean, give them a better chance. Rub elbows with pretty girls.
They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there.
Exactly. That's a good thing.
All right, let's move on to number 4. Were you watching some GCW?
No, that was Tijan. Tijan did a cover
I know.
on that
Well,
one.
I know, but I'm
kinda missed
surprised
it.
you guys aren't all converted yet.
I know. I'm trying. Yeah. He was saying
You're like,
that
I
it was
got
a
this
good episode.
job.
Yeah, he said it was a good episode, but it did not meet his expectations for GCW.
Ooh.
Yeah, check out his
Well,
review, guys. He did a really awesome
he
review.
did a full review.
Yeah.
Oh. So Ninja Mack. We love ourselves a Ninja Mack.
Not one to take shit from anybody.
Check this out. Freaking Joey Janella, all bananas, crazy looking.
Looks like Tarzan.
He does. He's like talking shit to X-Pac right now because he like turned on him. Yeah, GCW is not like kitty friendly. Oh yeah.
Got him with that buzzkill. Got him locked in.
Rear neck chokehold.
He's out. He's done.
Yeah.
Ninja Mack took him out.
The blood-stained mat.
Janella is done. Our man, Ninja Mack.
Yeah, that's a tough hold to get out of. You got to be a brute.
Woohoo! And the people are chanting Ninja. Mm-hmm. That was quite the upset.
Yeah, that was a rough-looking mat. I wonder how much ringworm is all over that.
Ew, ew. We had more
sneaky,
action
sneaky.
at GCW. Number 3 is another GCW.
Yeah.
All right, we do have a question about GCW. Hold on.
Look at this.
Bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam.
Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Kevin Blackwood.
Oh. 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 Isn't that...
Wow. Wow, that Hurricane Rana was fantastic. Wow.
I love
that was
it.
a
I
great
love
little
it.
sequence.
I know. Okay, so we have a question. Is GCW a deathmatch type promotion? I was trying to get into it, but those gory promotions aren't for me.
I would say it's a little bit closer to like a hardcore match than a death
Yeah.
match.
Yeah,
definitely
it's not-
indie, but is it considered indie? GCW?
Yeah.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really deathmatch because like I could be wrong. I don't have a whole lot of GCW, under my belt for experience, but do they do like the exploding barbed wire matches and the light tubes? Yeah,
Yes.
they do that stuff.
Yeah, they
too.
have the light tubes and the tacks and I just death
But
match
like
to me
tacks
is
are
like
kind of across the board.
yeah, and the tubes too. I've seen that.
I mean, I would watch the pay-per-views because they're always going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
They're really awesome.
That
And
was-
then
that was
you
some
just
great
saw that
wrestling.
little and if you follow Tijan, he likes to cover GCW, get a little more flavor of what's going on, and kind of see if it's something you want to get into.
Yeah, he's been converted and trying to get me over for a while. It's just there's so much wrestling out there to watch.
There totally is because let's see, its name matches to CZW. Okay, Tacks are okay, but yeah, they also do light tubes. Ugh, light tubes freak me out. I'm like, my eyes are afraid for you. Good
Yeah,
God.
the eyes I would not mess around.
Yeah. Okay, so number 2. Oh yeah. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Something you should totally get into. They had their cup finals.
Yeah, you've been following the cups for a while now, right?
Dude, the first ones are so, like, there's so many matches. There's like 32 matches or something. But then it finally starts to narrow down, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, put that in perspective, fight fans. I want you to stand in one place and do jumping jacks for 5 minutes.
40 minutes.
Do it for 5 minutes and come talk to me. All right, and then do that for 40. Good God. That was what a deep cover. Wow.
Oh, and the cup is beautiful. Like, if you're gonna bring home, look at that trophy. He's holding that thing like his baby. He's freaking earned it, though. My goodness.
Was he at the Control Your Narrative match?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. And okay, we got to move on to our number 1 story. Maybe I'm a little biased, but okay. Zack Sabre Jr. yet again versus Will Ospreay. Now, according to Brian Alvarez, and they were all like, this match gets all the stars. He's like, no, not 5 stars, all the stars.
Every single one. I think
all saw the tap, right?
I saw it.
I
saw the
highly contested.
Yeah.
We wanted it in slow motion.
So yeah, it was right there.
Oh, look at that!
Oh my God. Yeah, see right there, right on his leg.
Oh no!
Oh,
but he still took the time
gosh.
to, like, this must be contested. This must. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I looked up.
That he did not tap out.
He's like, no. I was just waving. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was trying to find this. Couldn't find it, but I did find on Reddit there was a survey. About 1,000 people took the survey, and out of that survey, 441 said yes. Only 94 said no, but almost 487 said that he did, but it was unintentional. So, yeah, I saw a little bit of a flail, but I saw a tap. That was,
So Brooklyn Joker over here says Zack Sabre Jr. and Will Ospreay would make a great tag team. Yeah,
that was a great match. I'd rather see them just fight each other.
But I love how, like, out of all the Wrestleverse, characters, like, Zack Sabre Jr. is just kind of like a lean and mean guy. He's not like the biggest and the buffest and the, like, whatever, but he will destroy you.
Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. I knew a guy back in the day. We called him Country Strong, and the same thing. He was like freakishly strong. You look at him, wouldn't guess it, and all of a sudden he just bend you in half. He's just
That's
weird.
A great
strong.
Name. That should be a good wrestler name.
Country Strong. That was his nickname. Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Oh my! All right, Wrestleverse. Any last minute comments on our top 10? Do you have any disagreements? Is there something that we missed?
Yeah, let us know if we did miss something. This is your chance for an open forum.
The Wrestleverse is very vast, and there's only so much wrestling you can watch.
I gotta say, this is a great time to be a wrestling fan, though. I said it best. The doors are open. This is awesome. I love that the wrestlers are having so much freedom.
All right. Now, before we bid adieu, let's give our list an enthusiastic New Japan Pro Wrestling style round of applause. And Billy's like, what the heck? Yes, this is the way I've always clapped, especially when I was a new fan. I'm like, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to clap for you. Is he the good guy? I don't know yet. But every time I watch the Japanese pro wrestling, I'm like, yes. Yep.
It's a golf clap. I thought it was the most peculiar thing. the first time I watched New Japan. I was like, what? This is awesome. Get
It
nuts,
is.
get crazy, get rowdy. Nope, they're just
They're like, yay. All right, you guys. I'm Lady J,
it's Billy here.
and this has been your Wrestleverse Top 10.
Dang.
All right. If you feel we missed anything, feel free to leave a comment,
Yeah.
a like.
And make sure you like, share, and of course, subscribe, tell your friends, check out
Oh.
our sweet merch.
Yeah, we got one last comment here. How come they are doing the Andre the Giant Battle Royale on SmackDown?
Boom.
Okay,
Are
hold
they?
on.
That's
Are
news
they?
to me.
Tommy Mack, give me the insider.
Andre the
Yeah,
Giant
they-
Battle Royale. Are they just? It's
They're putting it on SmackDown instead of putting it on the regular show.
They're putting it on SmackDown instead of the regular show.
Oh.
Hmm.
Which
I know.
is really
I thought it was a
stupid.
reference to.
No,
Otis.
Tommy Mack says it's very stupid.
Yeah.
He's like, that's very dumb.
Huh.
Very dumb.
I missed that.
It's a good way. It's a good way for them not to pay the wrestlers who are in the Battle Royal their WrestleMania paycheck.
Oh, it's a good way to avoid WrestleMania paychecks.
I know what you're talking about now. This coming SmackDown episode is going to be doing the Royal. What a cheeky bastard, Vince McMahon!
Yeah.
Always any way to pinch a penny and make these hardworking wrestlers.
I just
eating.
had an image of like Mr. Burns in my mind.
Just gonna more. I had Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge, like Mr. Burns, release the hounds.
Yeah, make them wrestle on SmackDown. That's so cheeky. But isn't
All
he
right.
also on Raw? He's not in Raw. He should be in the Royal Rumble.
You know, they kind of go back and forth like there's no forbidden door. But all right, Wrestleverse, thank you again. That's it for now.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for
And if you
joining
like what you
us.
see, make sure you click those links down below for more WrestleCaps and full-length reviews. And stay tuned.
And-
We're gonna keep you
Yep.
in the loop with
We
all
will
the
be
Wrestleverse
back.
news.
All right, bye, guys.